Right, so what's up guys? We're back with a live stream today. Haven't done a live stream in a little while, but we got a lot of stuff to get done, so I thought why not get this done in a live stream. So you can sort of follow along as well, plus I've got a bit more Minecraft content coming out. So just a quick explanation of this. SeekaHost has been invited to represent the Minecraft in the Insomnia this year, 2022 in the UK. One of the biggest gaming festivals there is in the UK, so we're super proud to be there. We've got lots of different ideas, so what I'm going to be doing today is basically going to be following along with just some of the map making. There's lots of different things that's going to be going on. Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much about that because that's going to be a surprise. It's going to be April 15th till the 18th in Birmingham. If you are interested in coming, you should check it out. It's really cool. It's one of the biggest gaming festivals and it's super fun. Anyway, so I'm just going to be doing one of the maps. We'll be talking about this one. Won't really be talking about the others too much. However, yeah, I suppose let's just get on with it. So basically what we have here is we have a map. Well, in fact, before I do that, let me just get all the live stuff sorted. So bear with me 1 second. There we go, we're all up, I think. Make sure I actually check the chat. I'm terrible at checking the chat, so if you do actually say anything on the chat and I don't respond, I am sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just absolutely terrible at checking the chat. In fact, let me get it on my screen as well, and then hopefully, yeah, we go. I should be able to see it now, guys, if you do say anything. Unfortunately, my last one, I did not. So, let's get going with this. Sorry, quick explanation for this is basically one of the maps on here is going to be a map called Bedrock versus Java. The players that come in will basically compete all day throughout the whole weekend to see who can beat it. You've got 2 islands, and the islands have been created specifically and custom for this using World Painter. Let's just go over them at the moment. As you can see, we have a big gap right through the middle. Then we have the island on the left and the island on the right. Now, both of them are quite sparse in terms of resources and stuff like that. You can see some cows and chickens. However, it's not the hugest of areas, so actually you don't get that many. Although you get a few, you got to be smart, you got to breed them. If you don't, you're pretty much going to run out. And yeah, it's not going to be too good for you. So, to the next island. Now, this island is going to be a little bit different. It's a little bit more rainforesty. It's got some sort of thick bits here. However, it has got a very large sandy front there, leaving it sort of exposed to attackers. Now, I'm not 100% sure how we're going to play this, but one thing that we are going to do is actually get started with some of the creation. As you can see here, lots of trees going all the way around. In fact, I may add some trees to the other side dependent. Now, there's a few things that we've got to do here. Let me just set it to day. Oh, that was wrong. There we go, time set day. Do daylight cycle. No, thank you. Right, so we should stay nice and bright now. So one of the many things that we have to do at the moment is going to be, first of all, creating a lobby. All the players have to spawn somewhere. Now, I'm not sure if this map has it. I did actually create one. Is it here? I don't think it is. So that must have been in the past creation. There was something here in the sea. As you can see, the level's actually quite small. It actually cuts off right there. In fact, I might change view distance at some point just because I've set it quite small. I need to make it a little bit bigger. However, there's going to be a lobby. Basically, people spawn in here. They're going to choose if they're Java or Bedrock. They're going to go or get assigned to the specific island. This has been crossplay enabled, so you can play Java and Bedrock at the moment already. So realistically, I'm not sure whether to go with like a factions plugin, something like that, but then people can choose their own little factions when really we just want to. So I might have to work with that. But some of the main things that we've got to do here is a starter lobby. Lobby's got to be facing over the islands, maybe even in the top middle. And then we want a big Java and Bedrock sign as well over each island so everybody knows which one is which. So I'm not completely sure where to get started. I think I'm going to go for the lobby first because really we're going to need some sort of lobby. We're going to need somewhere for them to go into. Let's see. I'm thinking about here, basically, on the left side, and there'll be a button with a command block or something like that on the left side, or a warp or a teleportation. That will take you here, and then if you come on the right side of the lobby, you can go over here. So that's looking pretty good. Let's get... I suppose we need the starter block. Unfortunately, I didn't install World Edit. What did I install? Okay, so this hasn't even got essentials. That's a little bit annoying. So let's just grab a block and let's start building outwards, and then I'll have to break this down now. I don't really have any ideas for the lobby yet. I suppose realistically it should be some sort of Insomnia related one, I think, or at least look sort of similar, or have that theme. It's a bit hard to do, like a gaming theme. What is a gaming theme? There's so many. I suppose it's got a dark vibe to it through some of the adverts. One of the other things I might do as well is you can design heads for your player and stuff like that. You can then detach heads with Essentials X, and you can pop them down places. So essentially you can make yourself lots of mini blocks with like cool writing on, stuff like that we can put all around the place. But you know, that's to come. So I'm going to call that... yeah, that's around the middle. From the shadow it looks like the middle. So let's just come back a little bit. In fact, I haven't even checked if the voice is coming through on here. Let me just turn this up and check. Oh, there we go. Working nicely. So, let's get back to it. We have got a bit of work to do. I'm not sure exactly how long I'll be live streaming this, and obviously there are some secret parts still. So, although if you are watching this and you have seen most of the build or whatever, there still is going to be a few cool secret parts. Now, it's not just me working on this. I mean, it is technically right this second. However, one of my good friends, Knight Ethan, is going to be working with me on this particular pack. And then we've got another one of my friends, Barry, which is super cool at Bedrock stuff. He's going to be designing his own with his team. There's little, I think he's got like a sort of Minecraft company there which does that sort of stuff. So that's going to be super cool. Again, another thing to come and watch. Again, I won't be saying too much into what it is or what he's doing. However, just be warned, it's going to be super cool. There's going to be lots of stuff that you haven't seen in Bedrock before popping up. So that's going to be something to actually come down and watch as well. So that took a little while. We've got our first one block to start this off. Let's now this can be hard because you can end up overthinking things as well. You know, e.g. flooring. I'm just going to start with a straight wood. I mean, we may as well just get the draft done, and then afterwards, if we really do want to change it, we can just go ahead and change it after that. So let's just get rid of this. Let's start off with a nice floor. Now I'm going to hold off doing too many commands on this particular one unless I need like really big blocks. I haven't actually played Minecraft in a while, I'm not going to lie. It has been a while. I've been so busy with other things, especially the organisation of this, amongst other things. I'm not going to make my square very nice, so there might be a bit of an odd one. I should have really counted them. Right, I might go silent for a second to count these. Let's do 10, and then we'll do another 10 over this side as well. Beautiful. Now, that is not a perfect square, so let's just sort that out. I hate having to count on the side. It's really hard to see the blocks sometimes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't need that. Just check this side. Although, did I need a perfect square? I mean, yeah, I suppose it would make sense too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. So we have our perfect square. Let's start filling it in. But yeah, if you're not from the UK, guys, check it out on YouTube. Not been there before. I've seen a lot of cool clips about it though. Just search Insomnia UK Gaming Festival. There's some awesome stuff. It's not just Minecraft as well. You know, it's pretty much all the gaming. There's a lot of bring your own areas as well. So you just come down with your PC, you play in their area. I believe a lot of game types as well. They'll offer you like a you know, let's say like Call of Duties and stuff like that will offer like usually a level which you haven't seen yet or might be on the next update, which I've seen in past videos, which looks pretty cool. Again, won't be talking about too much what we're doing for Minecraft, apart from it's going to be pretty cool there. It is worth going. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I have actually been quite busy. Tried doing a few different sort of videos on my channel as well about sort of like non-Minecraft stuff, I suppose. Doing a bit of like a Amazon challenge on there. But I'm not entirely sure whether to actually stick that on my channel or keep it with another sort of channel which isn't Minecraft. Because obviously, you know, people come onto this channel for Minecraft tutorials, help with Minecraft and stuff like that. So really, it's not really matching too much. It's the weather cycle. I was going to say the sun shouldn't be moving. I did stop the... Oh, did I stop the weather cycle? No, daylight cycle. Okay. Maybe it's just me. I thought it was getting darker then. But yeah, so I might do... It might be something that comes up in the future, like a J-Dog vlog or something like that. Or something which is a bit more... less Minecrafty stuff. However, not on my Minecraft channel, because this pretty much is all Minecraft. Now, as I said earlier as well, I haven't actually played in a while. What I wanted to do is sometimes every now and again, when you start getting a bit like, you know, with Minecraft, it can all get a bit much sometimes. You've got like 100 different plans and you want to do all of these plans, and because you got so many plans, you end up doing no plans, basically. I don't know. Has anyone else experienced that? Let me know in the comments if you have. But yeah, I certainly do get that, unfortunately. And what I tend to do then is I just give it a break. I'll play on another game for a little bit, maybe like a couple of weeks, maybe a month, depending. And then basically what that does, it just allows you to just sort of have that little bit of a break. Hang on, let me just share this as well. Yeah, it gives you that little bit of a break from Minecraft, enough to like get some good ideas or really focus on the idea that you want to do. Because especially like with servers, you can set up so many different types. And I would love to have one of each server, like a faction server, a townie server. You know, either like an anarchy server to a point, as long as it's separate, because, you know, they're all different fun things that you can do with Minecraft. Right, I'm just going to go silent for a sec, just so I can share this. Yeah, I should have been more prepared. Unfortunately, my other screen is taken at the moment for something else. Go to create post. How's this one coming up? Oh, another thing which I'm just about to share. If you are not on a Minecraft group, check it out on Facebook, Minecraft MC, Server IP and Advertising. It is a group that we manage. It's super cool. It's almost 8,000 people now. Which, yeah, it's growing quite a lot. So obviously advertise your server, you know, the IPs from realms and everything like that. Super cool. There we go. Perfect, so that's all shared. Right, now back to it. Actually completely... Oh, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, as you do sometimes, unfortunately, you know, you spend a bit too much time, you got too many plans. It's sometimes just good to rekindle just something else, play another game, have like a backup game just to, like, you know, get your mind off it for a bit. And then I guarantee you'll come back to it with lots of ideas, a bit more certain about what you want to do. I've got to admit, it's not the... not everybody's choice of game. However, my secondary choice of game for when I, you know, I need a little break from Minecraft just to really get my head together is going to be Age of Empires. Now, I know exactly how old I sound like that because that is an old game. I mean, obviously they have re-released it. I'm not playing like a 1990s version of Age of Empires, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. So you spend a lot of time. You know, it's not quite the same as Minecraft, but you know, unfortunately, the same happens with that, just a little bit faster. You do end up getting bored sometimes because, you know, battle's a battle. You can get better in battle, but then, you know, a battle's a battle. What can you do? You don't have the diversity that Minecraft does, unfortunately. Now, what I really should be doing, rather than chatting about that stuff, is planning what this lobby should actually be like. I've sort of gone a bit freestyle with this, so I've got a lot of major plans about the other maps, but this one I don't really have major plans for. So that's the whole reason why I thought, let's just get started. You know, let's just get something going with this. So far we have a platform, at least people can spawn in. Let's just change the world where people spawn into. So world spawn, yes please. In fact, let's do it one block above. Perfect, that is looking nice. Now, what should I... I'm thinking like a black brick just to surround it, like the bottom and the surroundings. Obviously you don't just want to see wood. Something deep slate, not quite so much. Polished deep slate, let's check that out. Actually, I do quite like that texture. I was going to go for like a black wall, black brick. I can't remember what it's called. However, No, I quite like this. It's just the nice colour between like a dark grey and a light grey. So it's got the lines in between. So I think we're going to stick with this one. Now, I've not really thought too much into this. I'm not too sure what to put on the inside. Obviously, a lot of it will be glass panels so you can see outside and see where you're going. But then we do need some things inside as well that are going to look good. Which is making me wonder if I've actually made this quite big enough yet. I mean, I suppose I could have something saying Insomnia along the back, so like you spawn in and you can see that along the back, and then you can go over here and you can choose. Here's going to be some glass panes, so you can, like, you know, just literally look over, see the islands. I'm not exactly sure, apart from some things that I'm going to do, obviously not on the live stream to make it look a bit cool. I'm not really too sure whether I want to change the islands a bit. I might add like a few hotspots, like, you know, like a little farm, or something that you can get some wheat from or sugarcane from, because obviously they are limited. So maybe on each island I can go on each one, I can add like 10 of something else on each island, keep it really fair like that. Do I do the bottom of this? Yeah, I think it would be unprofessional not to fill in the bottom of this, wouldn't it? Again, should really use commands, but it's been a while. You know, one of the great things about Minecraft, I suppose, is just having that I don't know where to put it. I remember watching something with Mumbo Jumbo before, and he explained it. I said that really funny, Mumbo Jumbo. But he explained it really well, and the fact that it's just like one of them repetitive things that is almost quite soothing. You know, like farming. I'm one of them people that will go on, build a farm, and I can spend like 4 or 5 hours just continuously, you know, once I made a big enough farm, just basically tending to it. In fact, my skyblock, which I say my skyblock, the server's actually down at the moment, but I did save it. That is pretty much that. Basically, I just end up building my skyblock more and more until it's to a point where I can basically just farm one thing, move to another thing, and then, yeah, so on. Unfortunately, just farming life. That's the life for me on Minecraft. I'm not much of a nether person. Nether really does, although I've been in it many times, it like scares me to a point, because like it's always like, but I'm going to lose my stuff. Like, I'm just not that good. I don't know why. I just, no matter how many times I've gone in there, I just don't seem to get any better. So I just seem to die just the same. Doesn't matter whether I've got like the most OP stuff in the world, I still end up falling in lava. It's just not a great experience. Nether's not really my place. I'm not going to lie about that. Oh dear, this might take a little while. I should have got some music. I think music would have been good for this, some soothing music. Unfortunately, to not get like a copyright strike, it would have had to be like some non-copyright music, I suppose, or music off YouTube. And didn't really have the time to sit there and filter through the free playlists. Although I've made some videos lately and I've been using the jazz music, which I actually found quite nice. Maybe I'm just getting to that age. I don't know. It was quite nice. It was quite soothing on the clips anyway, and it's sort of got that like funny but energetic tone. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that. I should have probably sorted it, or maybe some like chilled out music. I used to, when I used to do it on Twitch for a bit, but unfortunately, yeah, I did use some copyright music, and I didn't get told off for it. I just stopped doing it on Twitch. I don't even know why I really started, because I've got like, I think I've got 2 subs. I mean, compared to my YouTube, which again isn't like horrendously big. Obviously, I'm still under like 1,000 subs, but you know, at least I'm going to be showing it to more than 1 or 2 people. Plus, it's just much easier. I've been on YouTube, I suppose, a little while now, and I just prefer it. I prefer how it goes. And yeah, nothing against Twitch, because I'm sure if I was any good or probably better at live streaming, I probably would be doing that as well. However, I'm just not at that level. You know, I can do simple things on the live stream. Most of my friends on Minecraft are in America, so it's like actually getting gameplay together these days just isn't, it's just really quite hard, because it basically just means I have to stay up till like super late, and then they're like, by the time they finish work, it is super late for me, so I end up going to sleep. So that doesn't work out too well, so I usually end up having to play on my own, which is a little bit sucky. But then I am one of them people that do like to I suppose just get on with stuff. Like, I give myself some things to do and I get on with it. I really like the server setting up side, so I can spend a few days, you know, making a whole faction server, town, well, like I mentioned earlier actually, but like, you know, there's lots of different types, you know, and like a mini game servers and stuff like that. I love setting them up. But you know, that's the part that I like the most, is actually the setup part. Obviously I do like playing as well, but with setting up, you can always think of something new. You can always you know, make it super fun. And yeah, that's sort of what I like to do. So I suppose like this is like my favourite part, is actually designing a map. You know, how does it work? Oh, Bedrock and the command blocks are cool. Unfortunately, I do seem to be a bit behind with that now. Most of my other friends that are into that are like into doing super duper stuff on Bedrock now, whereas I'm still like probably like a year ago, you know, them sort of commands. I didn't really learn more past there. I sort of wanted to like check out Java and see how Java is, you know, how you can learn like the mods and plugins and stuff like that, because there is a huge amount of mods and plugins for Java, so I wanted to check it out. And you know, to be fair, I have learned quite a lot from that. One thing I definitely did learn is that mod packs can be an absolute pain. It just seems that some mod packs you can like easily install, there's instructions, lots of YouTubes, you follow them, happens just like that. Some other mod packs, just you can spend like 3 entire days trying to get it on a server or trying to this, and just nothing's working. You know, and you know, luckily on the team on SeekaHost we do have someone that is superbly good. Proween seems to be able to install a mod pack no matter what it is. He finds faults, and he just does it really well. Whereas with me, like, I know how to do some mod packs, but then the rest of them, something that I don't know. Some of them just completely stump me. I don't know why. I wish they made them a bit easier. That's why I like to use CurseForge. If no one uses the CurseForge app, basically you should. It just makes your life easier from installing different forge types. You can just do it within minutes. Like, you just click it, choose it, play it, add mods, play them. Yeah, no silly things or JavaScripts that don't load. Not JavaScripts on the what's it called now? When you try and install Forge, a lot of people seem to have that problem that I noticed, and yeah, it's just a huge pain. So I'm thinking corner ones, maybe go for like a tinted glass. Right, looks like I'm gonna have to search tinted glass. How's that looking? I could have sworn this is more. I thought it was more of a black colour. Where is this a purple colour? Yeah, it looks purple like there. Then it looks grey there. Yeah. So, do I like that? I've got to be honest, I mean, no matter what I build now, it's just, it's not going to look that great. Basically, the way that I tend to build better on this is actually build something after it's built, I then go and fine tune it. So I suppose either way, it's, you know, realistically, it's not going to look that great. Oh, one thing about Java which has really bugged me for quite some time now, and I simply don't understand, is this. So you're in creative, and Bedrock players will understand why I'm saying this. So, touch the ground. Now I can't fly anymore. It's stopped. Why? Why? Why do we do that? Anybody who plays Bedrock, you know that does not happen. You just simply carry on flying. I don't understand the need for that. You know, for instance, if I go here and I brush against this, I'm going to fall, and until I double tap, I'm going to keep falling, which sort of sucks. Bedrock doesn't have that. You know, just a few little things that I've noticed. I suppose there is quite a difference between Bedrock and Java, or that players do notice as well. Stuff like building the blocks as well. It just seems that Bedrock at the moment seems to have a much better placement for like doing stuff like this, just doing an outward line. Like, it will just keep going. You can like veer off and then come back on. It will just keep going in a really nice way. Whereas with Java, it seems to not want to. How do I put it? Let's see if I can do a good one here. No, see, that one's actually worked. But just for instance, then that would have carried on in Bedrock, and you don't seem to get. Oh, that's it, sideways. So yeah, that's what I struggle with. It seems to be like a vast difference between one and the other one. We might have night logging on now. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's on the other server. We'll check it out shortly. So let's get some sides up. I'm not sure if I'm liking this design. Maybe I should have gone for a circle. Yeah, I mean, lobbies realistically are more circle, aren't they? I'm not gonna lie, this can seem really silly. Not great at doing circles. I'm not even sure how I would actually go about making a really nice circle. Oh yeah, and then my glass panes wouldn't work, because then you wouldn't be able to look out the corners. So potentially not that. Let's just try it out with some glass panes first. Right, 1 second. I'm just going to take a quick look at the logo for Insomnia. Let's extremely simple. That's given me absolutely no creative juice whatsoever. Go for a dark and orange, maybe. Dark and yellow. Let's go yellow. Let's go orange. And let's pick up a red as well. Let's check this out. Now I'm going to do yellow on this side. I am going to go for an orange on this side. And again, this won't be like double colours. This is simply going to be just a little test to see what looks nice. And then let's try red as well. I mean, to be honest, you know, like a dark and red or black and red, actually, you know that it's going to go. But then black and orange, black and yellow also does as well. So, it's a shame we haven't got any viewers right at this second. Otherwise, I would probably ask some opinions. So, I'm thinking yellow looks a little bit too yellow. It's a little bit too bright. So, it's bright. So, it's going to be between orange and red. Now, I think we're just going to have to go with the old combo of red and black or red and dark. Because it just looks much better in front. Why am I saying these? I can't even talk today. Let's go for black glass, see if that's any better. Black stained glass. Let's see. Yeah, I've got to say it's a little bit darker. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm really not sure. But, you know, let's go. Do I get pillars? Not sure if pillars will attach nicely to the glass. Let's try it out. Let's try with some of these bad boys. As I said, it has been a while. I simply can't remember. Oh no, it does attach quite nicely. Actually, yeah, that looks much better, doesn't it? It's got like a nice, it's not just like one block feel. That's what I like about certain Minecraft builds when they're not like, I'll look there for the camera. I'm so used to my webcam being there, so it's a slightly different location today. Lovely. So yeah, I think we're going to go with the good old black and red look. It's a classic. Why not? Well, I would like to know. I mean, I did when it first went to 1.8. I did do all the research and stuff like that. Now I genuinely can't remember. What is tinted glass for, apart from the actual spyglass itself? Brilliant. You can put spyglasses in here. Oh, yeah, I just realised. Is it? Let me... Ooh-wee. Then, obviously, once I turn how much you can see up, oh, that is amazing. That's a good idea. Yeah, so realistically, if we turn the render distance up, maybe like 2, maybe 3 more chunks, this is going to be really good. You can sort of come up to the lobby. This can be like a no PvP area. You can check out what's going on. I suppose that would be a little bit of a spy ability, but if they can both do it to each other, it's fair, you know, fair game. Fair dinkum, like I saw in a video. Good old Australian accent. I started getting into some Australian YouTubers lately. They do some super fun stuff. It sort of makes a bit of a change from Mr. Beast. Like, as much as I do enjoy his content, yeah, they just do some really fun stuff. So it's fun. I can't even remember the name of them. However, fair dinkum stuck, and I thought, what a cool way of saying that. I know we British also have our terms. Although I say British, I'm half Greek, so yeah, I'll take a bit of both. Bit of Greek, bit of British. So this is my concentrating face. I look like I've gone blind when I'm concentrating. But these little glass panels are so thin, fidgety and annoying. Another very good example of on Bedrock, one thing that they have sorted out quite well is the linking and how you move when you're linking. It seems to be able to do it all really quite nicely. I don't know how to say. It's almost like it doesn't lose its track. So, you know, like this, it just easily loses its track and it like forgets where the other block is, where it just seems like with Bedrock it doesn't do that. It's like it's got like its own tiny little memory saying that was the last block, connect to that. But unfortunately, to have the crossplay server, it has got to be Java and then the Bedrock on a Java server basically. If nobody has seen how to do that, I've got a pretty good video. There was basically one change that happened quite recently. Because I kept seeing on Facebook groups and stuff like that, people saying I can't connect, what's going on, I can't go onto my Bedrock realm. Even people like messaging me on the Discord, YouTube and stuff like that, leaving comments just saying I can't get on anymore. It was actually, I can't remember his name, I did leave it on one of the last videos, but he basically just he commented, said it doesn't work. I said unfortunately I don't know at the moment, and he ended up finding out on the guys' Discord. So yeah, if you do want to know how to start a crossplay server and you're having problems, check out my YouTube. That's going to be the JDog YouTube. And I've got a fairly recent video that just goes through it. It's basically one change on the config, which you do need to do. Once you have made that change, it just goes back to normal. And one of the great things, they've improved the loading in screen. Anybody that's played crossplay with guys who are on Floodgate before will probably know that when you first log in, you had this silly little sequence like you're falling through the sky and there's nothing there. It's like you're in the void, and it just didn't look great when you first logged in. However, one thing that I've noticed since the 1.18.1 and 0.2 for Bedrock is they've taken it out. It's like you load in on Bedrock, it just looks nice, which is great and is what you want. So unfortunately I would have played with my Bedrock account. It just seems that for live Java it uses so many less resources than Bedrock that it's just easier to record from my computer. Unfortunately, like, as much as my PC is alright, it's not really good. These bloody glass panels. I should really use the command for these just to fill these in. I'm going to have a few. But again, it's that soothing sort of repetitive thing like farming. Maybe I should have put a little farm here so I could have done that in the side time. Right. Do I want the glass on the back? Maybe I should have done something a little bit different at the back. Let's just see what it looks like at the moment. Again, I probably should have planned this a little bit more. I'm thinking maybe we could have some sort of pillars actually. So rather than having it just as one glass, let's try it out on the back just to see if it works. Let's say we have three glass panels. Let's take out the middle one. Oh, that looks quite nice. It goes like a flat wall style. Okay, I like that. So 1, 2, 3. Ah, but it's not going to work out even. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's take out these. Work with what we got. So let's fill these back in. There's got to be like a nice even middle point from here that we can do. Let's say we do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. Yeah, that does look pretty good. So let's go for that. Yeah, so again, back to the Insomnia subject, which I was talking about earlier. So on this map, or this map and another map as well, we do have me and Knight, which are going to be building this in particularly. And then Berry's got his own team, which is basically working on the other map. And that's going to be super fun. Sorry, me and working out on maths doesn't work very well. Sort of the same with a conversation as well. I'm terrible if somebody's talking to me. I know some people can do this absolutely brilliantly. They can talk on the phone whilst doing something else, and I just cannot do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, and 3. 2, 3, 4. I'm like the extreme version of why men can't multitask, basically. Like, if you really want to see a good example of why men can't multitask, you've simply got to take me in a call and then try and talk to me at the same time. It's like my brain just switches off. It just goes into like, I don't understand, sorry, and I'm just staring blankly at the phone and the person talking to me. So if we do that, and then we could run the panels. Let's just go up 1, no, let's go up 2, and we can close off the panels, I think up on this side here. Just like this. Yeah, you know what, it's not looking spectacular, but it's like I said earlier, it's one of them things that like you start off like super simple, like a dirt house, you know, like a square basically, and then from that you just add stuff. you customize, you add stuff, you decide that something looks really shockingly bad, so you add like a new thing. There we go. Very nice. There we go. Try to get something up then. So, how are we liking that? Well, I'm liking it more than what I had before. It doesn't look quite as bad. Let's get a nice little line. My scroller's gone on the mouse. It's got to be one of the most annoying things you completely forget about, because it's just so forgettable. It's like, it's your mouse. You use it continuously, but it's not like something to like when you walk away from the computer, you're like, oh, that bloody mouse. It's like you forget it instantly, and that's what I do, unfortunately, which then leads me to me having a crappy mouse again for the next time. These things are only like £5 from your local supermarket, but yet I am still on this absolutely shocking mouse. In fact, I've had it for years. In fact, I've had it so long that, like, well, not even so long, I've used it so much you can see like the white bit where it's like my finger's just taken off the red. There we go. Now let's go back a little bit and look. So, although I'm not exactly sure what I'm making here, I'm you know, something's being created which I like, which can then get customized. Now, one of the things I did learn whilst making the SeekaHost minigame one, and that is really cool if you haven't played on there, I believe it's demo.seekahostservers.com, and that's going to be 1.17.1. That's a really cool minigame server that I designed a little while ago. It's free to join. If you go on the SeekaHost website, you're going to see that we have it advertised there as a free to join server. It is pretty cool. Got 5 minigames. That's where my Skyblock server is. That's why I thought I got rid of it earlier. No, that is exactly where it is. So yeah, go on there. You're going to find that you got Skyblock, and it is like a full Skyblock, you know, with a shop, upgrades. You can upgrade your actual Skyblock or like your ore generator and stuff like that. Lots of really cool things that you can get there. And then we've got Villager Defense, which is one of my favourite ones, and that's going to be also because you can play it alone. So it's not one like Bed Wars or something like that where, you know, you've got to have other people, you got to be multiplayer, you got to have other people playing with you. You can go on and you can do it on your own. In fact, what we might do is I might just play a little bit of that before we log off today, just to finish it off with, because it is so fun. You basically just go through waves, you get zombies and stuff coming out at you, and you've got to survive the waves. I used one of their maps actually, so the plugin creators, it's Pluggy Lee XYZ, I believe, you know, just to credit them as well. They give you a load of free maps as well, so they don't just give you the plugin, but each plugin gives you like a free map option which they've designed, and they're super cool. So some of the other ones as well, so obviously that's 1 out of 4 of them. Skyblock is Iridium Skyblock. That's done by Peaches, if I remember right. So I'm on a Discord. Very helpful. I've been on Discord before for some questions. Seems like a nice guy. Got a good team on there. Don't really know much more than that, but yeah, the Pluggy Lee team are awesome. So one of the other ones as well, and these are one of the reasons they're awesome is they basically recreated the big ones. So you know, like when you go onto a big server and you got like bridge, build battle and stuff like that, that's what they've recreated, but in a proper way. So you know, for build battle, not only did they give you a free map, which is absolutely brilliant, it's like 20 or so different slots, they also have done everything from like the floor changing. So if you add in the Citizens plugin, you can get a little guy stood there, and if you want to change the floor, you can click him, you can change the floor itself, or you can just use the command. They've done it so you've set the areas so people can't build out of their areas, and then at the end, one of my favourite things is the voting system. It's exactly the same as what you'd expect on any large server. You know, you fly around, it teleports everybody with you, and you get to choose like the colour block, which signifies how much you like it or how much you rate it. So really good. Another one they got, as we're chatting about now, and I do highly recommend them, especially on servers, is going to be the which one is it? Oh yeah, no, in fact there's a couple. So you got Murder Mystery, absolutely brilliantly designed. Not only is it well designed, but they've also thought of other extra things which are like super cool, like Mystery Cauldron, stuff like that. You got gold generators, so you pick up the gold as you go. You can then use your gold afterwards to like get other cool like little effects that might help you. So that is super good. Again, plugily.xyz if you haven't used them before. Completely free. I did notice they have actually got some premium parts to them. So I think like, I can't remember which one in particularly, or they might all have a bit. They've got like all the features, but then they have some extra features as well that you can add by playing the premium version. Now, I've got to be honest, you know, I suppose I am cheap in a way. I don't really like playing for plugins because there are so many free versions. However, one of the ones that I would pay for, if I did ever play for them, would be that. Or the Iridium Skyblock by Peaches, because I know that he also offers some extra free stuff, extra stuff for premium. So yeah, I think in terms of actually like worth spending your money, I would say they probably would, because they've given you such a good resource or such a good plugin to begin with. And then basically, you know, they're going, if you want to add anything, use that, rather than going the other way, which is some people do, which is like they give you most of a good plugin, but then the essential features, they make it so you have to pay for them. So essentially, you have to. Whereas with these plugins, you don't have to. However, if you choose to, hang on, how many blocks do we have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, however, if you choose to, you know, I think they're going to be good. I've actually seen them on some large servers before. And yeah, one that I do want to find is a good factions plugin. Now, there are a few factions plugin, but since we went to 1.18.1, it seems like there's not a lot that are for this specific version. So if you do know, let me know down in the comments, even if it's after the live is gone. And you see this and you think, oh, I know of a really good one, let me know, because I'd love to have a good factions server. I've set it up before, but where I wasn't quite like really pleased with the plugin itself, I thought I'm not going to go ahead with this because they can take some time, because, you know, like to set up all the holographic displays. Ah, we have Knight. Oh, here he is. Hello. It might take him a while to come about. Although they don't get the screen, it does still take a Bedrock player just a little bit of time to actually load in. But he is here, and he has come to the world spawn. In fact, let's make him into creative mode as well. Knight. For anybody who has used Geyser and Floodgate, I've had a lot of questions on this. Obviously, I couldn't answer them all individually, but a lot of people have asked me how do I do this with a Bedrock player? Like, it doesn't find them and stuff like that. Just put the dot. That's all you need to do. The Bedrock player always has the dot in front of their name, and that's how you can do it. I believe it works the same with Lucky Perms as well, or Luck Perms. But they're asking about permissions. So I had to do this the other day, and yeah, I know there's always some complications because of the dot, but in general, if you do a command on Minecraft itself and you've got a Bedrock player, because obviously once he's an OP, let's just OP him as well. And again with the dot, you know, he's going to be able to do his own name. He'll have to put dot Knight. But yeah, just a little bit of advice. Yeah, I feel like I need to. There's been a lot of stuff in Minecraft that's happened since I stopped. Well, not stopped, but it's been like about a good month, and then I concentrated on these Amazon videos, and it just feels like so long. I need to like get back into it. I need to find out what I've missed. Aha, here we are. Ah, busy cooking eggs. Why can't I send chat? What? What on earth? Why can I not chat? Cannot send chat message. That's really odd. Let me just message him on Discord quickly. Ah, that's really annoying. How are we going to communicate? I suppose it'll have to be through Discord. Why can I not chat? No, I'm not going to reload because that'll kick him. I've not got essentials installed for chat. I'm going to have to do this like the really old school way, I think. So check Discord. I don't know why. This reminds me of like the first days in Minecraft, or being on that cursed lifeboat network thing. You know, it's a big server, it's good, but the survival is just like, I swear to God, it's just straight up anarchy. It's like, you go on, you grab a few bits, you get something a little bit good, and then bam, you're dead. I used to do this thing which is like, it's a little bit trolly. Sorry, I'll tell you this story whilst we're waiting. It's a little bit trolly, but like where everybody kept trolling me, I could never get anything without dying. I decided, how can I get people back? So what I done is I started building this little house, you know, just a little pretty house, something that somebody would definitely come and raid. And then you make the door, and then one block in front of the door where they can't see through the little door bit, you just make a really huge hole straight all the way down. And then basically you just wait in there, you wait so they can see you through the little bit of the door, they run through to get you. Sorry, I don't know. Me? Oh, can I whisper? Is that not a Java thing? Ah. Okay, I can whisper to him. Should check he's actually getting my whispers. Is he getting my whispers? Do we know? Oh, he is. Sweet. So I suppose we'll just have to whisper to each other. So I think he's going to be off now just to check out the islands. Let's just let him know what's going on. My spelling is definitely not on point today. Iselans. I always do the same with website when I write website. I have to write website a lot for my job, and for some reason, the more I write it, the more bad it gets. I keep putting WEBIS, yeah, Webby site. It's not good. It's not good. Alright, let's see. Now, night is... Oh, I knew it, I knew it. Round lobby. I knew it. I knew... Let's see if he's any good at making circles. He's gone into the distance. Where has he gone? Now, actually, one of the original things I've done for this, and it really sucked because I put a lot of time. I've got a completely different map of this exact map, and it was to put a mod pack up, and the mod pack is like Flans mod, either way, but it's like a really cool mod that gives you like AI soldiers, right? Artillery, guns, tanks, boats, everything. So you can... Oh yes, I forgot he likes to be absolutely perfectly on point with every block. So let me just describe this as he does that. It's actually a shame looking back at this, I look at all the work that I lost, but I had like forts and walls and stuff like that, and the idea is, so I keep looking there for my web camera, the idea is that, you know, much like this, people would spawn on each island and you'd only get certain resources, but it was like full of like guns, so you'd have like a little like nest or a little like a house with like a few guns with a few soldiers, and each shoulder you either had ally or axis, and they're on each side, and they fight each other, so if they get close they shoot each other, and obviously you have to choose your side as soon as you go on. I probably would have done this for this server as well, but it just doesn't work. You try and put it to a server and it's really hard to set up. Now, I've set up quite a lot of servers, but I had so many failures that I ended up stopping, but it's a real shame because I designed everything. We had like places where like tanks were hidden in and you could like drive your tank out. The idea was they could maybe bridge over and do stuff like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so I had to give up on that server, and then obviously this came up. Oh, are we moving? Are we moving the lobby? Right, so next thing, as he does the plans there, so I'll let him do like the flooring plans. He's much better than me. Let's just discuss some of the other things that we want to do. So we want a big bedrock and a big Java sign. Like, I'm talking big, like we need to see it from one island to the other. So I'm assuming somewhere like here maybe, or would it be at the start of the water? No, because then it would be too close, wouldn't it? If you had like Java going right the way across here, it's going to be way too close to the other side. So I'm thinking if we go back a little bit and we actually go over the island, so let's just see where it would come in view. Let's say you grabbed yourself a boat, you're halfway in the water, you want to be able to see it about halfway, so that's about there. So let's see. Well, this beach does go up quite a little bit, so I suppose this beach Java would have to be, or bedrock, whichever one, would have to be up in here in the air. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll look pretty good. Have like, let's say this one's got a huge space, so we could do bedrock along here. So huge letters up here saying bedrock. Then over here we can have Java, maybe with some other really big letters like Insomnia underneath. And then yeah, I mean in terms of resources, like I said, it's pretty sparse. I'll probably add a few little farms and stuff like that. But yeah, let's just go see what he's doing. Ah, he's making the messenger. I'm not seeing anything yet. Right, so guys, I think what's going to happen now is we're going to get a little bit more into this. So, you know, I've got to concentrate a little bit more and start making some plans with night. So I think it's going to be the end for the live stream right now. I probably will do a number more of these just so everybody can sort of, you know, catch up and see what's going on here. However, thanks for watching. Don't forget, Insomnia 2022, it's going to be Birmingham. The first one, that's April 15th. We're going to be there, going to be representing Minecraft. Lots and lots of fun things to do, including this finished map. Once it has finished, we've got a couple of months to do it, so it's going to be super good. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and of course subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Yeah, and I'll